Hey, CodeCraft community. My name is Josh. I'm a teacher from Nanaimo, and I'm going to show you a little bit about P5JS, which is a JavaScript library I like to use to teach students JavaScript. P5 was a library designed by Lauren McCarthy, who is a digital artist and programmer from the States. And what she wanted to do with P5JS was take JavaScript and sort of like make it a little bit more visual, so that when students were coding, they could kind of see what was happening. She wanted to encode motion, things like that. And I find that students have a lot of fun working with P5JS and making objects move around. You can code simple games. I like to do Pong. And today I'm going to give you just a brief overview of what the editor looks like and how you can use it. So P5 has a built-in editor on the website, which is great if you've got good internet support in your computer science classroom, or even for Chromebooks. It's all in browser, so you don't even need to download the program or the library, though you can if you want. Just basic here. So we've got a setup function. We're going to create a canvas. It's going to be kind of something we can draw on, and then our draw function is going to make shapes. So for example, I might want to set the color to be, let's say, black. We can do that with fill 0 here, and then I will create a rectangle. Let's say it's going to be 50 pixels out to the right, and then 50 pixels down. We always measure from the top left corner, and let's make it like I don't know, 100 by 100 rectangle right there. So very simple. I'm going to create a canvas here, and I'm going to draw on the background in black here a rectangle. I'm going to hit play here, and boom, there we go. We've got our rectangle 100 by 100. It's looking good. I can do a few things with this. I can go back and let's say change the x value for the rectangle here in my function declaration, and it moves it over. I can do the same thing with my y value for the rectangle function declaration here and move it down. Kind of cool, hey? I can also stretch and shrink things. So if I want it to be twice as wide as it is long, I can do that. Stretches it out. And that's just a nice way, day one, to kind of get students drawing shapes. Another cool thing you can do with P5JS obviously is like animate things. And that's one thing that Lauren McCarthy, I think, was after when she designed the library. And so very simple to animate things here. I'm going to create a variable in my setup function, and I'll just set it equal to 0. There we go. And then I will say I want my rectangle to be at X position 150. Y position 150 to start with, and then I'm going to add X, let's say. And every time my draw function cycles through, so this is constantly sort of updating and cycling, I will say I want my X to increments. And if you've done some coding before, you know this X++ means just take the X value and add 1. So if the X value is 0, like it is in my function declaration here, it'll go to 1. The next time it iterates through, it'll go to 2, 3, 4, 5, and so we end up adding more and more to this rectangle's y value, and the result is something like this. So we add it and it starts moving down. Pretty cool. And one of the issues that you see right away is that the block falls off the screen and then it disappears. And if we want it to kind of come back and cycle through the motion, we might have to do something like set a condition. So we might say if x is greater than, I don't know, let's say like 100, we can tell the program to do something here. So if x is equal to 100, I'm not going to get too fancy. I'm just going to say reset x back to 0. And then our shape, hopefully, if everything goes right, should pop back up to where it was and continue to fall. So here we go. And my shape falls down and it pops back up there. Okay. We can play around with this as well. We can say if we wanted to move twice as fast, we could maybe say rect equal, or the function declaration for rectangle to be 150, and then 150 plus, how about 2x? All right. And I'm getting an error message here because I need to specify it's 2 times x. Okay, there we go. I do that with a star. I'm going to have an issue here because now the rectangle, once x gets to 100, is going to go 200 down, and that might be off my screen. So I'm going to say instead of if x is greater than 100, x is greater than 50, and now it should go twice as fast. It's kind of fun. So that's just a quick general intro to P5 JavaScript library. You can find P5 online. Their editor is all free. There's not even a sign up, which is great. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, CodeCraft. We'll catch you in the next video.